Hey, then I just decided to pop on a little hear me if you're watching this on replay. I have a few seedlings that I went a little crazy with the seeding. So these seeds were super, super tiny. I'm back. Sorry, I lost my internet, so hopefully the Wi-Fi doesn't go out. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome in. Good morning. How are you? I'm doing good. So yeah, before it went off, I was saying that I planted these lobelia seeds, and you can see that there's like just way too many of them in each cell. So I'm going to be pricking them out and potting them up into their own soil block. And if I have room on this tray, I don't know. It's a pretty big tray, but I got a lot of lobelia seeds. I don't know how many are going to be in there. So then I will be doing some coleus if I have room. Hi, Green Granny. How are you? Can you guys hear me? I've never used. This is my old laptop, so I hope it holds up, and I hope you can hear me on here, and the camera seems all right. Hey, Chris, welcome in. I did watch your rant this morning, but I was folding laundry and I never got a chance to comment on that. So sorry about that, but I was there and I did watch it. So you got my watch hours. Hey, Nicole, welcome in. Hey, G Mama, how's everyone doing? So yeah, so I'm just going to be pricking out some of these lobelia seeds because they went bonkos. I way overseeded. I'm going to just try and prick them out and pot them up into our own little container. And I missed my live Thursday night. I go live every other Thursday, and this Thursday, let me know if you're having trouble hearing me or not. This Thursday was supposed to be my live, and my dog, the new puppy Dexter, decided to swallow like an entire rawhide. I was sitting there holding one end of it, was chewing on it. I was on the phone, and he just swallowed the whole thing down. So we spent the evening. We went to the vet. They had to do an X-ray. $500 later, they told us if he can pass it. So he did. We left it out. He passed it. So he didn't get any surgery or anything like that done. So, but that was the night of my life, and I was just like, yeah, I'm way too stressed out right now, and I got to keep an eye on him because I didn't know if he would get sick, if he would have vomiting, diarrhea, whatever. And I just was like, yeah, I don't think this is going to be a good night for me to be doing my life. So that's why I was not there. So welcome in. Have I missed anybody? It's going to be hard to keep track on here while I'm working. Let me see. Nicole, I said hi to you. Andrea, welcome in. Heather Lynn, thanks for stopping by. Unicorn Tech Lady. Nope, Unicorn Lady Tech. I can read. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. So what have you guys been doing? You guys have a good weekend? We actually had amazing weather. Well, I can't even talk. Weather yesterday. So we've been like down in like the teens and single digits for the last several months. And then for some reason yesterday we got like this break in the weather and it was 63 degrees. And whenever we get like major temperature swings like that, we get tons of wind. So it was super windy. It was like 60-mile-an-hour winds yesterday. So I did try to do some filming, and you will see that video coming out. And my daughter was watching the video on the other end, and she's laughing because my hair is everywhere. I'm going to have to voice over. Okay, so this is one soil block. And there's like, my camera going out. And there's like, I don't know, probably 10, 15 little seedlings in there. So I'm just going to be very careful. I just had another place to set this on, but I don't. What was I thinking? I'm just going to be pricking them out. So is anyone else having some crazy weather lately, or you're getting some warmer weather, spring possibly on its way? Can you see what I'm doing? Oh, I'm doing the wrong soil blocks here. I'll do them here so you can see what I'm doing. I'll turn it around because I already pricked the holes in those. So I decided to do it today in the kitchen area because I had it set up for the other up potting I was doing. And it keeps pesky Pete from attacking me. So, oh my God, I should have worn I need glasses or something for this. These are so tiny. Oh no, I dropped it. Oh, hey Renee, welcome in. I just mailed your seeds yesterday. I had a bunch of seeds that people had won in my my thing the giveaway. I was holding on to them. I was trying to get some stickers done, and then the ink came, and then the printer's not working, and I'm like, oh well. So I did send all the seeds out. If you had won some seeds from me, you should be getting those. So I think that was Renee, Sweet Pea, Sweet Spot, Luga Homestead. I'm trying to remember who all got this one seeds for me. They all went out yesterday. So when I finally get my stickers corrected and done, then I'll do that separately. I was like, you guys are going to need to start planting these things. So here they are. I got 5 in so far, and there's still a few more in this little soil block. Blue, sorry. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to go back up and read the chat here. If I forget, if you comment and I don't see it or you have a question, just ask me again because it's hard to catch it as it's going by. Finally cleaning up after all the storms we got and had the polytunnel. Oh, you got the polytunnel back on? Hopefully it wasn't ripped or destroyed in that. Oh, everyone's saying hi to everybody else. Good morning. So yeah, we ended up not having a job today. So I was like, you know what? I got so much I got to do. I have all these little seedlings that have been staring at me for the last few days. And I was like, oh gosh, I got to do it before they get any bigger because they're going to start running out of space in there. And it's so much easier to transplant them when they're tiny like this. So hopefully they don't go into transplant shock. I didn't have any problems with my my pansies, and the pansies are doing really well. So I did those in my last pop-up live, and I'm going to have to pot them up. They're going to go up into the larger soil blocks possibly today if I have time. We'll see. So I already filmed a video today of potting my other tomatoes and peppers, my dwarf tomatoes. So I used a new method with the soil block. So I was really excited to see if it would work. Spoiler alert, it did. Yay. Hopefully just a couple of little holes, nothing major. Oh, good. Can you use tape for that? Can you use tape on it? Is it well, I'm assuming, yeah, polytunnel would be like the actual plastic, like the greenhouse stuff, right? Not like ours, we just use the Super 6. Because, well, we have it for work. So we had a big roll of it. So we use that on our little mini greenhouse. It worked really good. So I'm excited to get that up. So I don't know when we'll have a chance to get that going. We can probably do it pretty much any time that we get the snow out of that area because we left the metal stuck on here. We left the metal stakes into the ground. So last year that was the problem. We didn't get it up any sooner because we couldn't. The ground was still frozen. We couldn't get the pins, the stakey thingies that hold it down, anchors. That's the word I'm looking for. Couldn't get the anchors in because it was still frozen solid. So, anyone else got anything planting? What are you guys planting up this week? Anything you're potting up or getting seeds started for? I'm really excited for these lobelia. I'm just gonna plant them. I want to do like a nice big hanging basket in the backyard under the gazebo area. It doesn't get hardly any sun. It's full shade with the tree there. So I want to put some of the lobelia hanging in that and maybe a few of my other impatiens or whatever. Oh, I'm glad, Rebecca. You know what? It was funny. I just joined the chat. Everyone was typing in hashtag hat. I typed it in and then I won. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I realized, you know what? I already have 2 and we love them. We wear them all the time. But I figured, you know what? I will share the love with somebody else. And so I did comment on, oh no roots. I did comment on one of her videos over there at Wiccan Chicken, and so hopefully she will send me an email, and then I will forward your email on to you. Oh, someone else had commented above that. Andrea, it's been nice the last few days. Was +8 yesterday. Oh, BC. Oh, nice. I don't know why it didn't skip right. We have 4 types of plants. I have start tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers. Yep. Yeah, I'll be. Now it comes up. 36 in there. Oh my God, that's beautiful. That's amazing. Yeah, I'll be starting tomatoes. I don't know. I think last year I started them in the beginning of April, and I was thinking that this year I wanted to start them a couple weeks sooner. So I might be starting mine toward the end of this week. Month. We'll see. I'm kind of running out of room in my bedroom. So my bedroom is the grow room, right? So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to stick the other trays up. And then once we get the greenhouse, I can put out any of the cold hardy stuff. So the bok choy and all of my cool flowers. Like these are all cool flowers, right? So all of these, except for my culantro, which have not germinated. I'm gonna have to do another round with them. But the rest of these all can go out at the end of the month. They can all take cold temperatures, freezing temperatures, some frost, a little bit of snow. These are all very, very not tender, cold hardy annuals. You reached your mouth. I saw that last night, Heather. I was watching Joe's live on the TV, and Dexter was asleep on my lap, and I couldn't reach my touchpad or my phone to comment. So I did watch his whole live. I saw everyone getting their wins, and then I saw he highlighted your channel and that you got to 100 last night. So congratulations, Heather Lynn. That's very, very exciting. And is this the week you're going to be on Wicked Awesome Gardening, I think? So if anyone wants to learn more about Heather Lynn, you can go check out her channel, or you can go on over to Wicked Awesome Gardening on a Wednesday night and check her out there. Hey, Belly Acres, welcome in. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are getting some spring-like weather. I'm so excited we get to turn our clocks back soon. So I got one 20 soil block done. I figured, you know what? Something to someone to chat, right? It distracts me while I'm playing. And I apologize for the camera kind of glitching and going in and out. This is a very old laptop that I hardly ever use anymore. I use the touchpad all the time now, and I usually do my lives and everything on the computer upstairs. But I figured this is better than, hopefully it's better than the laptop, the touchpad. I tried to do a live on the touchpad, and the audio was bad, and I was kind of glitching all over the place. So, okay, that's weird. That one just disintegrated in my hand. I drained her channel today because I had not heard of her, and will watch her videos and let her know all in the about section. Yes, that's a good point. On the about section, if you have a channel and you haven't filled out your about section, go fill it out, because I always check when I see a new channel. I always go and check the about section, because I want to know. A lot of times I just want to know where you're at, right? So I'm watching a video and you'll be like, I'm planting up my tomatoes, and I'll be like, because sometimes people don't say in their videos like where they're at every time. Like I know I don't. I mean, I'm Brampton gardener, so I'm in Brampton, Ontario, Canada. So if you're in Canada, you know exactly where I'm at when I say Brampton, but people don't know that, and I don't always say where I'm from. So if you're watching me pot stuff up, and you're like, oh my God, where are you at? Why are you potting this stuff up now? On my about page, it says I'm in Canada, just outside of Toronto, yada, yada, yada. So I do check that. So fill that section out on your pages, and put like other links to things. So if you have like Instagram, if you have an email address that you want people to be able to contact you at, just give a nice little blurb. And also fill out your descriptions in your videos, because I always read those. Every video I watch, I click the more button and I read the whole description. And I don't know if other people do, but I do. And I read all the comments while I'm watching the video. So maybe I'm just nosy. But it's important, right? Like, you know, it's a place where you can get more information about you and your channel out to people. So take advantage of it. So, oh my God, look at these little guys. These are so ridiculously tiny. These are like Barbie-sized little plants that are going in here. Oh my goodness. I wish I could shrink myself down to grab these properly. I need a little kid to help me with little tiny fingers. Yes, Danny's live on your birthday. Oh, that'll be fun. On your birthday. 2 inches of snow dumped last night. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. We actually lost most of our snow yesterday because we did have it so warm, and then it rained last night. So, and then it froze. So we're again now below freezing again, and it's just like an ice rink out there. My daughter had to walk to the bus, and I was like, "Be very careful. If the sidewalks are too slippery, just walk down the middle of the road and watch out for cars." It's a side street, but I was like, I don't want you wiping out on the sidewalk. Yeah, we went for a walk yesterday, and there was just like puddles. I was just running down off people's grass and yards. So I knew today it could just be an absolute disaster out there. So last night I put 13 types of sweet peppers in wet paper towels. My cole crops are ready to transplant already, but this week overnight. Ooh, yeah. Next week they'll move into the greenhouse. Beautiful. Yeah, I got some peppers I potted up today. I have 2 more peppers that I need to start the seeds on. I got in a seed swap, so they came in the mail this weekend. So shishitos and jalapeno. So I'm excited for that. Because my other peppers, like I don't know, I thought I have so many peppers, and then I ended up only having like 1 or 2 seeds of each pepper from last year. I don't know. I did not do a very good seed inventory in my packages. I had a lot of packages, but they were almost empty. So that one I don't think has a root on it anymore. I had to instruct a few people to click on view email and do capture. Oh yeah. Yeah, sometimes the email works and sometimes it doesn't. Back when I set up like my Facebook seed swap group, and if you're interested in joining my Facebook seed swap group, it's not like anything super like organized or anything. It's just a place for a bunch of YouTubers to come, and if you have seeds you want to swap, you can just say, hey, these are the seeds I have and this is where I want to swap. So I just thought it would be kind of a nice place to be able to interact, because sometimes you don't want to have to email people back and forth. You can just send them a message, or you can chat with them on Facebook without having to add them as a friend or whatever if you don't know them too well. So if you do want to join, it's just called the YouTube Seed Swap Group or whatever. Just send me an email at bramptongardener@gmail.com, and I'll send you the link to join the Facebook group. It's not super active, but it's just, it's quite a few of the people that you probably recognize from YouTube, other YouTuber gardening people. And that way, if you're watching something and they're like, oh, look at these, and you're like, oh my God, I want some of those seeds. What can we swap? What can we swap? Because I did that to Nicole when I saw her sweet pea, her butterfly pea. I was like, oh, I want some of those butterfly pea seeds. So we're doing a swap. I do top my peppers. I have a video from last year where I wait until they get. I like to wait until where they get big enough so that when I cut that top section off, there's about this much stem, and then I can stick that in water and root it. So last year, some of the plants I had out back, some of them were the original plants, they were the root top. They were a little bit smaller, but they still did great, and I got a lot of pep now. So that's one way to double for pep production, is to do that. And you can do that with the petunias as well, but I have so many petunias started that I will not be bothering saving those. I also do that to the basil. So I have a video. You know what? I should show you. I can go grab it in a few minutes. It's in the windowsill out front, and it is doing really well. And it's the basil. You can see the roots on it from the video where I potted it up into the grow bags. I pruned some of the basil, and got a ton of roots all along this stem. Stick that in. I bet. Yeah. My daughter super cold. She prefer to wear earmuffs, but she loves the hot Rebecca scent. It's so cozy. It's like a blanket on my head. It's like a blanket on my head. Okay. Oh, you know what? I can drop the link on here. Yeah. So I'm just going to drop the link. If anyone else wants to pop on up and say howdy doody, they can. I forgot I can do that on here. I couldn't do it on my touchpad. Well, hunched over. Well, Belly's over there punching his. Hey, I didn't know you were live. I didn't know I was going to be live until about 10 minutes ago. Oh, 20 minutes. I've been on 20 minutes. Wow. Oh, no, my puppy. Yes, Andrea, I'm going to try it too. I wish you luck on topping your peppers. Yeah, it's scary the first time, but I've done it the last few years. I really get a bushier plant. So I dropped the link if anyone is feeling like they want to come up and chat or share what they have growing in their yard or their garden, grow rooms, whatever. Oh no, I gotta put stuff on here. Actually, I was just talking about you, Miss Nicole. Your ears must have been burning. I was saying how we are swapping for some pea seeds. And I will get yours in the mail. I just gotta get your address again. I have it on the computer upstairs and I gotta put it on an envelope and I will get that in the mail today. Or tomorrow. If I don't go outside today because it's really cold. I think we're supposed to be above freezing tomorrow. Oh. When you top your tomatoes, you also pinch separate them. I do. I always pinch myself. It's on the dwarf tomatoes. On the dwarf tomatoes, I don't. Hey, Miss Rebecca, I'm going to add you to the screen. Hopefully, you don't have any problem on the microphone. I mean, with like.
Hi.
If we do, I'll go grab my headphones. Hey, how are you, Rebecca?
Do you see what I'm making?
Busy? Oh, nice. Is that the scarf?
I'm not sure if it's going to be her
or
scarf.
A scarf.
I don't know. I don't know. This one has
Where'd she go?
Kind of a pattern that has a whole bunch of different colors, and it's really narrow. This is only I think it's. Let me measure this thing. It's only 4 inches. It's only 4 inches wide, but it's a really long one. So I started working on this, and it says you can get it done in 5 hours. No, I can't. But anyway, what I wanted to find out from you is
okay. Is Rebecca
last
breaking up for everybody else, or is it just me? I know my Wi-Fi is not very good in here.
Am I breaking up?
Am I breaking up now too? Are you guys getting an echo? Do I need to go get headphones? I don't know why sometimes it works fine without headphones, and then other times it's really, really glitchy. So.
Because I don't think there's anything else on.
Or just I'm not seeing anything on the chat right now. Am I still on?
Yes, you are.
Nicole saying my season is super long. I can wait.
What I wanted to find out is, do I need to replant my lettuce?
I'm trying connecting on the connection. Into a router on my laptop. Try using Chrome if it's. Why would Chrome help? Come on. Am I still breaking up? Let me see.
Not now.
Let's see.
Yep, she's gone. Hello? She gonna come back? Okay.
I'm still here.
You're still here? Okay.
Can you hear me now? I don't know if it's going to be enough to support having a guest on or not.
Okay.
I'm still
well,
here.
I just
Sorry
had one quick question.
about that.
I just had one quick question is, do I need to pre-plant my lettuce?
Yeah.
Okay. Because usually I just seeded it in my planter that I have on my deck.
Oh, no. I just don't think there's enough. I don't think my internet can support 2 people. I'm sorry. Just take it over, Rebecca. She's still there. You know what, Rebecca? We'll have to try it again when I'm on the computer upstairs because I'm sorry. It's just not. I don't think my internet can. I'll try you one more time. I'll add you to the stream. Ask your question, and then I might have to drop you back down. Hopefully not. No. Are you there? Sorry, everybody. Oh. Okay, if I cut out again, that's gonna be it. I'm really, really sorry. I'm just in my dining room. I don't know why. I just like to work. You can replant your lettuce. Yes, you can. You don't have to, but you can. You can either do it in. I have some that I started in January. It's growing upstairs. I actually need to pot that up into a larger container as well, and I'll be planting that out soon. And I'm also going to be doing some more. Let me have this. I'm going to be potting up some more to my pictures, so I'll be doing some more lists in those for the next round. Once we eat these up, and I do like to cut and come again. I'm growing some baby romaine, and so then I can I'll eat on these for a little while, and I have a whole fresh batch of lettuce to start up again. So I've done both. I've direct sowed lettuce and early. Yeah, because you kind of want to succession plant it, right? So, and that way, you know, when you plant them out in the summertime or spring, when you can actually plant them out, if you put them kind of in a shady spot, then they'll last a bit longer. They won't get too hot. Last year, I had some stuff bolting in the greenhouse. I'm like, it's still cold outside, it's still warm in the greenhouse. That my cilantro and something else was like bolting already. I was like, how do you even plan to do out yet? It's like March and you're bolting. This is crazy, but they get kind of hot in the greenhouse, so I have to be careful with that this year and make sure that my greens don't get too hot out there. You've always done direct sowing on your lettuce. You can. I would try both and just see, the ones you do inside will probably be able to eat on a little bit sooner than the ones you grow outside direct sowing, but sometimes they catch up pretty fast because it's outside, and a lot of it's going to depend on your climate too, right? Like, I'm in a zone 5B, and my last frost date is not until May 9th. And so, if your last frost date's a lot sooner than that or whatever, then you might as well just plant it outside if you can. Because lettuce, it can take quite a bit of cold weather. It can take a bit of snow and everything too, right? I don't do a lot of direct sowing outside. Like, I will in some of the buckets, but like for flowers and stuff, I cannot direct sow because it's a hill. And whenever I try to direct sow on the hill, we always get a rainstorm within like the next couple of days, and then it just flushes all the seeds down the hill. And so then I have a bunch of plants at the bottom of the hill, and I don't have anything at the top of the hill. So I made that mistake a few times. You think I would learn from it? I'd be like, it'll be fine this time. Nope. So this year I am not direct seeding anything that's on a slope at all. So yeah, I'm just plugging away. I don't know how many of these lobelia seeds I'm going to end up with, or how many plants I'm going to end up with. I'm going to have to do a plant sale on these lobelia seeds. I could probably sell a whole flat of them. Good grief. I just was not. I'm afraid that I just did this on the daisies I planted today. I planted some Livingston daisies in another video and I'm going to be pricking them out and doing this with them too because those seeds are so tiny. It's like snapdragon seeds are just so ridiculously small. Painful. So did you have a good weekend, Nicole? If you're still here, I had some. You were quiet. I didn't see you around much. Hanging out and eating your salad. How was it? Nicole has a new video up on her channel, Nicole Smith Gardening. She went and she harvested all her lettuce out of her pot on the porch, and it looked beautiful. But yeah, I don't know why it took so long to grow there. Maybe you just need to try a shadier spot. Maybe it's just too hot, too sunny there, even though it was winter time in Texas. Good grief, I can't get this out of here. Have you got your flooring done? Oh, nice. You got a lot of stuff? It was didn't die. Oh, because the mushrooms, yeah. She has some funky mushrooms coming up in her with her lettuce. So she survived. Yay! No mushroom poisoning. That's great. Yeah, it looks so pretty. I know. Sometimes it's like you go through all this work for like, one bowl of salad. That's why I like the cut and come again method, because then it's like, well, at least you feel like you're getting more than just one time through with it, right? I think that's kind of what's been holding me off on doing the microgreens. And I bought the microgreen seeds, so I do plan on doing the microgreens, but I just keep keep postponing it, stalling. So Dexter's being such a good boy. Yes, you are. He's in the living room, just relaxing. He does sleep a lot during the day, which is nice. And most of the time he can, entertain himself pretty good. But other times he's a maniac. So, oh yeah, I was telling the story at the beginning of why I wasn't doing my live on Thursday, because he swallowed this stupid ride, but he passed it Saturday morning. He's fine. Like, you could see it on the sides, like in his rib cage down in his stomach. You could see it sticking out both sides because it was wider than he was, and it was sideways in his stomach. I was like, oh my God. I thought for sure he was going to have surgery or something to get it out or something. And he passed it, so my friend's calling him the beast. So hopefully he's not that dog, that's always into stuff and always has to go to the vet for stuff, because Gizmo was so low key. Like, he was just so laid back and relaxed. He was kind of hyper a bit as a puppy, but he never got into trouble. He never ate stuff he shouldn't, really. I mean, he did get into a case of mangoes once, but he was fine after that. We came home and we'd had a box of mangoes in the windowsill. And I came home and found a pile of like 4 or 5 pits and skins on the ground under the windowsill. So, I mean, he was smart enough not to eat the pits, and the skin. But he ate like 4 or 5 in one sitting. So I was like, I thought I was like, take him outside. He's not going to be in the house for the rest of the day, because I thought for sure he was going to get the runs from that. But he didn't. He had one that was a little thinner than normal, and that was fine. And he also got into a thing of chocolate once. And he ate an entire chocolate bar, but it was white chocolate, so it wasn't too bad. That my mom she felt so bad, she had left it sitting on the coffee table. When we went somewhere, she just set it down on the way out on the coffee table, and we got home and we just found the wrapper, but he was fine. It was white chocolate, I don't think is a problem, right? Because it's just the cocoa butter. It's not made with any of doesn't have the caffeine or anything like that in it. You built some new beds. Where'd you build some new beds? In the middle area? Did you increase like the circle thing? I keep checking our forecast to see when we'll be above freezing at night so I can start to sell my freezing carrots. Good luck with that, pure poundering. Oh my God, Joe was cracking me up last night. I was like, pounder, what? Congrats on your win last night. But yeah, I've never done carrots, but yesterday I wanted to take out my Christmas decorations and my wreath out in the front yard, but they're still frozen solid into the container. So that's not going to be happening anytime soon, apparently. So, okay. So my problem here is, when I watered, the seeds were so tiny, they went over into this soil block. So these here are my straw flowers, and then I have like lobelia seedlings in the base of them that I have to try and get out. Oh, and I have 2 straw flowers together. I think I'm just going to try and separate those and then sit them back over here. We have enough soil there. There we go. And Hooga Homestead, hey, welcome in, CB. You were also a winner last night over in Joe's live stream, where I was lurking because puppy had fallen asleep, and I didn't want to disturb him. It was so peaceful. We were just laying there on the couch, relaxing. I was watching him on the TV. And what is it, buddy? So I don't know what his deal is. He likes to sit on the back of the couch and bark at something. And we go in there and there's never anything in there. So I don't know if he's like sees his reflection in the mirror. That's enough. That's all right. Buddy, can you hear him? Hopefully it's not too loud in the background. He does this every once in a while. He barks at stuff. And I think sometimes it's like the reflection of the light coming in off the mirror too. It shines. And he's like, there's a puppy over there, and he won't play with me. Yes. So yeah, if anyone's nearby and needs some lobelia, it's so hard at this point to imagine looking at these, that each one of these plants would probably fill this tray, when it's in bloom and doing its thing. It's something I have a hard time envisioning when I'm putting seeds down. That it's like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have way too many seeds in here. Way too many seeds. So, she made her beds, landscape timbers that we got from our neighbors. Ooh, free. Nice, 3 new beds and a 10-foot trellis in the middle. Oh my goodness. That's exciting. That's exciting. When is that video coming out? That's going to be a long video. I'm going to have to get a glass of wine and sit and sit and enjoy that whole video. Yeah, well, you have so much room there, but my gosh, you already had a lot of room. Like, what more could you be growing this year? You had so much you were growing last year. And I don't know, yeah, landscape timbers, what is that, like leftover? I'm not familiar with that term either. Oh no, I just decapitated that one. Oops. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So here. So my dill is kind of tangled up in this one. And straw flowers. I mean, if I have to sacrifice a few, I'm not out any loss here. I got plenty of these little guys. And I also had to drop more straw flower seeds because I didn't have a super great germination on those either. So. I'm just doing a live while I'm potting up. Husband just came home with some groceries. They're made of pine. You do love a long video, Nicole. You do a nice job, though. I like to watch it on the TV, though, because then I can comment on the touchpad. I can just type as I'm watching it. Because if I try to watch the videos and comment on the touchpad, what it does is it like shades out the video. It makes the video like really dark and soft. Like I can't comment and watch at the same time. And I like to do my running commentary on some of those videos. It's almost like a live, and I just chat throughout the whole thing. I showed a video about it this weekend. This weekend. It's Monday. Next weekend. Yeah, so I didn't have a video come out yesterday at all because I've been so, we're busy with this little guy. And then yesterday I did try to get some filming done and do a few projects outside. But it was so windy I couldn't get anything finished or accomplished to even worry about trying to get video of it. So hopefully I'll have a new video out in the next couple of days of me potting up some of the other things. So I think that's it for the lobelia. So that's these two full sections. Some of these soil blocks here are missing because I potted up my ancho peppers into here, and then I changed my mind and I took them out. So, oh no, I have more here. Oops, I forgot I had this little block. So I'll finish this section with the lobelia, and then I'm going to do the same thing here with my coleus because it needs to get pricked out. And it's so cute. I can't wait to show you. I'll show you in just a minute. They once they start getting their true leaves, and they're variegated. So it was a mixed pack. There were some really pretty ones I had wanted online, and then I went to order them, and they were out of stock over on I can't remember the name of the seed company. It was a Canadian one, and they were out of stock on that one. So then I ended up just picking up the McKenzie brand of mixed coleus from Lowe's. It for the lobelia. And then, look at these, aren't they so cute? Can you see the little variegated leaves? So I've never grown coleus from seed before, so it's super exciting. Because I love coleus, and I'm redoing my front yard with just a lot of shade plants because last year I tried, I don't know, I like deny the fact that my front yard is mainly shade. And so I try to plant stuff that, like, it does okay. The petunias did okay, but like nothing really thrives that needs full sun later in the season once the tree fills in and everything. So I'm excited this year to just see how all the shade stuff does. So I'm going to be growing the coleus, the lobelia. I have a few impatiens, but they're on this tray. And they germinated and then they never got any bigger. So then I dropped some more seed just the other day. So I'm hoping to see more impatiens come up. Otherwise I'm going to be stuck buying a flat of impatiens from Costco or something. I don't want to have to do. I'm gonna have to do that. I think with the begonias, anyways, because my begonias did not germinate. They say 10 to 60 days on the begonias. So I'm not holding my breath on those. They're just not coming up. Look at these little tiny plants. They're so cute. All right. So being very careful with them. We're sticking them in their own little soil blocks. I'm hoping these don't need to get potted up into fuller size soil blocks, but it's possible. And hopefully by the time that happens, I can have them outside either in the greenhouse or the pole frame so they don't take up so much room. So I'm just gonna grab a few of these and oh my gosh. I'm so ready to get out. So it's not any harder than if I'd done a tray like I would normally do and broadcast the seeds in, so it's not a big deal. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Free, thanks. Good job getting them for free. Sounds awesome. I'm going to have to keep my eye out. In several spots, I could put beds just to find get wood and build with 2 toddlers. Oh gosh, that sounds awkward. 2 toddlers, get a little like sprinkler or something, distract them. Get a little water table or something like that. My daughter loved anything like that outside with the water. And yeah, the cost of materials and wood reclaim is the way to go. You know, I've seen so many people do really cool things like with pallets and stuff like that, that it's just like, I would love to do that, but we'll see. My, 5-gallon buckets did last year. Like I didn't really get a ton of production off of them, but I think it was just that the plants I planted there needed more sun than they were getting. You get too much shade once the tomatoes across the way they get bigger. So I'm going to be keeping a lot of my, that's just going to be like for more of the greens and shade loving vegetables and stuff like that are buckets along with us. I'll look for your video. I hope all is well. I can imagine working with 2 toddlers. It's definitely, oh my God, I'm terrified of this puppy in the summer. Oh, in the spring planting out. Oh my God. He's going to have to definitely be on a leash, tethered. My daughter's going to be busy watching him while I'm trying to plant stuff out because I have a feeling he's going to be a monster. But we shall see. I mean, he's going to be a monster. He's that dog. He's been very, very good today. He's just been kind of doing his thing in there. Some random barking, but he naps a lot during the day. I think because he didn't have their chicken. Look at these beautiful plants. So cute. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you watch, there's a gardening channel called Garden Addicts, and she had twins, and she did her gardening like at night. And flight, and she did like a lot of gardening, and she did her gardening videos at night because when the babies were all sleeping. So I thought that was kind of funny. I was like, oh my goodness. So that's an idea. If you want to do it in the evening. Oh, you know what? Get out of here, buddy. Yeah. Oh, Blocky. We don't need that nonsense. Yeah, 2 toddler. What are their ages? I have a toddler now with the puppy. But at least I can like lock them in the crate and leave them. They frown on that with babies. We do this summer on the front or whatever when it's up. I'm trying it though. My daughter, time I turned on the playpen, she would freak out. She only went in there quietly if I had put Gizmo in with her. And Gizmo was not impressed with that. I tried it a few times. We did not use the playpen too much in the house, at least. My chat's not moving, so I don't know if you guys are just sitting there relaxing or losing your play again. But these little coleus are so cute and pretty happy, much happier in their own little cells. Friend messaged me the other day plants for honey. So I was pretty sure I have enough lobelia to her. She wants some shape at the front, but I have enough coleus to share as well. Am I just breaking up? Let me know if it's just feeding in and out. I don't know if the sound goes in and out, if the sound stay, the characters. Let me know what's going on here. That's the thing is I can't even tell if the sound is like down here. Extra play things. I lost my mind and I'm in here talking to myself all morning. Because I was doing a video before this. Oh my gosh, mom's crazy. I feel like I'm playing Operation, that old game. Right. So one block of 20 of the coleus. And some of them, like I didn't go, some of them aren't too bad. They're not too crowded. So they can just stay if there's one or two in there. Yeah, no, nothing to see here. So I'm just got little babies. These are my coleus. So they have gotten. There's still quite a few. I'm just kind of trying to separate them because I like overseed it like crazy. That's like way too many plants for one little soil block. Because these soil blocks are only a quarter of an inch, like a quarter inch, but they're doing really good. Like, look at these roots on these guys, are really good. That's nice. Can you see the little roots? It comes all the way down to here. Really long. So how are you doing, Sherry? How's your container? I watched your video last night over on Joe's. Your DIY milk container. How did you get those for free, by the way? I wanted to know, how did you get those for free? Like, you just went in and asked them, or were you throwing them out? Because I would like some of those milk containers. I think would be really handy for doing the newspaper pots. Because I did those last year and they did really good. The only thing is the drainage wasn't great because I had them in bins that didn't drain very well. So I think they drain really well in the place. Hey Joe, welcome in. How are you? I was telling everybody I was watching your live last night. I just didn't, because I was sleeping on my. I couldn't reach the home to talk. I was watching on the TV. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't know. Internet's been a little pesky today. For some reason, I don't get good reception in the living room here, but I can't really do this out in the main room because then Dexter would be all over me like he was in that one video, and it's just like, nope. Yeah, I went inside. I asked. They said if anywhere are back, help myself. So, like, why don't they keep reusing the milk jugs? Like, they don't need them? Like, I don't know. That just seems odd to me that they wouldn't, like, still need to have the cases. So, all right. Well, I'll see if I ever see them around. Be like, hey, you need those? You don't ask, you don't know, right? It's horrifying when you see how much stuff actually gets thrown out. We do renovation jobs for doctors' offices and stuff like that. And oh, thanks, Joe. In January 25th, it said it mailed out, and it hit the Canadian border on, I think, the 28th, I think that, and then it's sitting somewhere in customs apparently. So hopefully I will get it at some point, and it's not lost because I really want to see it. So it's the other design, matches my logo. So I was looking forward to that. I think the milk delivery guys picked up some of that. It probably, I mean, someone has to pay for them at some point, but a lot of times it's not the delivery people, so they don't care, right? Sure, go ahead, take it. Less work for me to have to carry them back. So, okay, that's a good tip. I'll have to keep that in mind. So these guys are just, I'm making a mess of these soil blocks now. So yeah, note to self, and I just did it again this morning, but note to self in future, don't put them in. So I think I'm going to leave these here. They look just fine. And then I'm going to call it. I only have a couple blocks here that are empty, but I don't really want to put anything else in this tray. So this is going to be my shade garden. So in May, these will get planted out into the planters in the front yard and into maybe one in the back under the tree. And then the rest are going to go under in the front garden around the tree there. And I'm just hoping to just fill it, just like I have a whole solid row of coleus and patience, begonias, and then the lobelia, and just kind of get something a little bit more uniform than last year where it was just kind of everything was a hodgepodge. But it'll look nice once the tulips. I have the tulips coming up, and then I have even more allium that I did last fall, and few new daffodils I planted in the fall, so it'll be exciting to see that coming up, and the crocuses. So the spring blooms always look really nice there with the bulbs, but I wasn't super happy with the plantings last year. I was kind of like, I planted the backup, and then I had a few of these left over, and I have a few of these left over, and whatever, and that's kind of what I ended up putting in the fall. And my place had everything fire shade, so they're gonna do good there. So I'm gonna. I'm going to say thanks to everyone for coming in, and I got a phone call coming in, and my dad's calling, and I got to make lunch. So thank you to everybody, and I'll see you later. Bye. Am I ending? Am I still you? And we're done.